Hello guys, how's everyone doing? I'm Dr. and thank you so much for listening to the video in the first place. And today we're gonna have something of a different video. As you may be noticing, we're not gonna play anything today. Today I wanna address something that has been bothering a lot of people, and myself included, which is my toxic survivor videos. I wanna address some of the comments that you have been leaving, because I don't want this to be, something that you feel like I'm ignoring, something that you feel like you're not being listened to, because the things that make my channel is you, the viewers, the people who comment, and it is only fair for me, especially now that I'm still a really small, content creator, that I don't get, hundreds, 200s, or thousands of comments as other content creators do. It's only, it's only fair for me to address the things that you want to say because, your voices are louder because, we are freer people, which is nothing bad at all. I recognize a lot of usernames, a lot of YouTube users, precisely because they comment a lot on my videos. Because we are a few people and it's easy to remember them. That's not really what I want to talk about right now. So what I want to talk about is particularly my latest video, which is Toxic Cowboy causes his own death by emoting a hunter. I think that's the title that I gave it, which is a video that's playing in the background right now. So I just want to give a few disclaimers before we begin. First of all, I have no plans on deleting the video or privating it. The people who may have gotten upset about how I felt about that video or the fact that I made it in the first place, you have all the right to be. It's completely entirely fine. But I'm not gonna delete it or private it or hide it even. Mainly because I believe that if there is something that a lot of people think I did wrong, that I was wrong. I've said this on a few of the chatting streams. In case you don't know, sometimes we have those. Um, I, I believe that if I made a mistake, if I made something that the community thought was wrong, or if I get a lot of negativity in some video, because you didn't like it, because you thought I did wrong, then I'm just gonna leave it up because it's gonna serve to me as a reminder that hey, you messed up here, you messed up, and if I hit it or if I deleted it, it would just be like trying to hide my past mistakes, which is not the point, or at least it's not something that I believe in. But I do want to apologize to the people who thought that I was being overly sensitive in that video, or that I was or that I was exaggerating the whole situation, which I may as well have, and I'm going to trust them. Don't worry. This whole video, I wanted to be, as kind of like a conversation between me and you about those kind of videos. A lot of the people, actually the majority of the people who watch those videos, who are my regular viewers, my regular subscribers, they don't really have a problem with it. And I think that's mostly because my community is probably a lot of Hunter mains. I'm a Hunter main, I play Bio. I think that I'm good enough with Bio, for people to like my gameplays. And thus, maybe I think I also have a really big chunk of people who want to play Bio and therefore see my videos. A lot of people have told me, I watch your videos because I want to make Bio, because I want to get better, stuff like that, and I think videos are insane and stuff like that. Which, by the way, I appreciate very much. Thank you a lot for those kind of comments. And so that's why I think also a lot of people don't really disagree with how I feel about the match. And it's something that in the community is really prevalent. And it's actually, I think, the problem goes deeper than me. And by the way, I also want to clear up, I'm not trying to, get that I guess you could say blame off of me. By the time I'm recording this, after doing some analysis, some self exploration of my mind and stuff, I've noticed that I'm also part of the problem that I'm about to discuss in a few minutes. And the other thing that I wanted to clear up is that I don't do it on purpose. I do not label something as toxic if I don't really think it is, And it's actually part of the thing that I want to talk about. A few people have left some comments on that video, particularly two people that have been the most prevalent, talking about that in a comment that I hearted and pinned. If you can go see it if you want to. I will also not delete the comments. I don't believe in deleting the comments that criticize my videos, that I guess you could say call me out, quote unquote. Because it's out. You have the right to your own opinion, which is completely absolutely fine. And so you can go see them if you want to. You can see how I responded. If you see a video that is a comment that is edited, it's not because I deleted anything or because I added anything. I usually only do that because I made a typo in the first time that I posted it. So, just in case you were a little bit sus if you see an edited comment from me. And I'm gonna address those comments at the end of the video. But first, I want to talk about, why those videos exist in the first place, or why I think they're toxic. And it's a deep-rooted problem that goes beyond me. After doing some self-reflection, I think that I figured out kind of why that happens. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm going to try to do to fix it. To make sure it doesn't happen again. So first of all, I want to say I think all hunter mains can agree that the state of being a hunter in the community of IDV, whether you are, a tarantula, a croc, a manticore, or even a hydra, an ogre, I forget what the ranks are. I think we can all agree that toxicity from survivors towards hunters is way more prevalent than hunters to survivors. We face those survivors almost every day, and when these survivors are winning, they really, really like to taunt the hunter, be it at the gate, be it emoting after stunning, and I guess at some point, you just begin to fuse the two together. You begin the word emoting and waiting begin to have one same meaning in your brain, which is toxic. And I think it's also because the word toxic has become so prevalent. To label things that are maybe mildly toxic or even exaggeratingly toxic, that it just encompasses one whole thing, and therefore it can get really confusing. Maybe something that is mildly annoying or mildly taunting to the hunter can be labeled as toxic, and it's gonna be the same word that you use, when people stun the hunter without really needing to, when they emote at the gate, when they emote after stunning, stuff like that. If you get what I mean. I really hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Basically, my point is toxic has become an umbrella term for a wide range of things, and therefore it lost the original meaning, or at least it encompasses things that it shouldn't. And I think I'm also part of the problem about that, because of the way I have been using that word in my titles. If you go back to all of those videos, a lot of you may notice, yes, some survivors have been, more, I guess you could say, really fit that word, toxic, more than others. But also there are those who can get really confusing, for example, the latest toxic cowboy video that I made. Because a lot of, and I assume these are survivor mains, because a lot of hunter mains can maybe see the things the same way I do. And this is, I'm not trying to alienate, I think that's how it's pronounced, alienate, survivor mains from hunter mains. Not at all. Actually, I really want my community to be a place where we can all coexist together, make sure we understand each other. And I don't think I have been doing a good job of doing that because of the toxic survivor videos. So from now on, I'm going to try to take a different route on that. But I'm getting ahead of myself right now. So because of that, I think I've done a lot of stuff wrong, and without realizing until I have read a lot of your comments, a lot of the comments in the toxic videos, a lot of people have been saying to me, hey, you're being overly sensitive about this. I really don't think this was, toxic behavior. I think he was just trying to do this. I think, this was just not what you thought it was. You're being overly sensitive. Some people say it way more, rudely than others. Of course, I know, I understand. And I am overly sensitive. Actually, if you want me to give you a list of all the bad things that I am petty, I am overly sensitive, I am easily annoyed, I can take things the wrong way. That's how I am. I don't try to hide it. I acknowledge those things. I am a faulty human being, which doesn't excuse, really crappy behaviors that I may have. And if I ever have those crappy behaviors, I will count on you to tell me that, hey, you're wrong. You're being and I don't want to say bad words because I want this channel to be, family friendly, but you are in the wrong, basically. A lot of people have been doing this for a while, some in a more rude way than others. But that is the thing. I'm not trying to excuse myself saying, oh well, that's just how I am. What can I do? I try to become a better person every day. All right. But I acknowledge that I have these flaws. I can be overly sensitive. I can be cocky. I can be presumptuous even. It can be a show off. I am often a show off in my matches because when I'm winning, I like to do that, but I don't really do it at the cost of the experience of the other survivors. I don't emote at them. I don't graffiti at them. I don't try to ridicule them. You know what I mean? And if I have ever done that, there are some times where I say, "Oh, this person cannot kite," or "Oh, this person is really predictable," or maybe I get annoyed and I'm like, "Oh, you cannot kite. You just drop every pilot that you see," which is something that I often say because I get annoyed that they're kiting me. That happens. I acknowledge it, but I never try to ridicule other people. That I believe in respect. Respect among everybody, even if they annoy you. I can and I will express my anger if that ever happens. I can and I will express my annoyance to other people, or that other people are causing me, and I will be myself in the videos, right? I'm not trying to put up a character. The way I am in the videos is I don't try to hide anything, basically. I am not this, kind of perfect being that will always be one way or another. I will have bad days, I will have good days, and whether I have bad or good days, I will be making videos because that's what I like. I like making videos even if I'm in a bad mood. I like making videos if I'm in a good mood. I like making videos because I like to entertain people. I like to entertain you. It's not only because it's, I guess, my job, quote unquote. It's not really a job for me, but I like doing that. I like entertaining people. I like that people feel good after watching my videos. And if people are not feeling good after watching my videos, as is the case often with the toxic survival videos, then the only thing that I can do is listen to you. Listen to why it didn't make you feel good. And that's why I'm going to read, some of the comments that have been left on that video. Now, I do want to say, please use the comment section on this video as a way for you to tell me all of the things that you think I've been doing wrong about those kind of videos, because I don't think I have actually asked you to tell me those things, and I want you to. Please do that. I'm gonna address some of the comments that have been left, behind, and let's see if we can understand each other better, because I don't think I've actually properly explained myself as to why I make those videos or why I think they are toxic. Now, as I have said before, a lot of hunter mains can agree with me that toxicity from survivors to hunters is really prevalent on IUE in general as a whole. And I guess we get, this sort of sense where everything that you do that is not necessary, or maybe that's just a me problem, it could also be just a me problem, that everything that they do that is not necessary to their survival in the game, to the completion of their objectives, something they're going out of their way to do, just that the hunter notices, that it can be labeled as toxic. So, and I think that's a mistake that I've been making. I am not a survivor main, and when you have seen me play survivor on some of my videos, I don't emote while running, I don't emote while kiting. I barely emote at all if the hunter is nearby, because I'm focusing, on trying not to get hit. And so since I'm not that experienced in playing survivor, I guess I just don't know the instances in which survivors emote, and they just don't want to be toxic. I don't really see the point in emoting. But just because I don't see the point in it doesn't mean that other people don't have a point in doing it without wanting to be toxic, if that makes sense. To me, emoting has always been a synonym of disrespecting the other party, because I have never been a survivor main in my life. Maybe when I was beginning the match on maybe when I was beginning the game in Season 1, but even in Season 1, I became a hunter main. I have never come back to being a survivor main. I have never ranked up as a survivor other than Season 1, I guess you could say. So it's partially my fault, Yes, there is a lot of toxicity, but they're not the only ones to blame for using the word toxic, as an umbrella term for a lot of things. And actually, one of the things that I want to do to make, these instances better is that if I see something, because, I will, as a hunter main, I will still see some things as toxic, or maybe as disrespectful. So I'm gonna try to see if there is another way I can describe those behaviors other than toxic, because I don't want to use that term as an umbrella term anymore. If the thing that I saw the cowboy do on my last video, I thought it was disrespectful to me, right? Because there is really no reason why he would emote while kiting. At least as a hunter, I don't really see the point in doing that, especially if the hunter is so close to you. So I just took it as him trying to taunt me. You know what I mean? If you're a hunter main, you may understand what I mean, because you've probably experienced this, right? And so when I saw him do that, and that he didn't really vault the window, a lot of people, by the way, have told me that he was probably just trying to dodge the string. But the thing that doesn't make sense to me is, why would he try to dodge the string and then come back to me, knowing that I'm already at the window, right? And just come to me and not continue running to the door that is on the other side that has a pallet. That's why I didn't think that he was, actually it's just happening right here in the screen. I didn't even notice. And I explained that on the video. That's why I made the pause on the video, the one that you're watching right now. But also, as I was saying, I'm gonna try to use other terms. I still think what he did, he was trying to be disrespectful. I really don't think that he was actually trying, to just dodge the string and then, oh, I'm gonna run to the hunter, even though he's really really close to the window that I want to vault. I mean, I guess everybody would have, gone, continue running to the door, because you have a better chance of not being hit. So, I will see stuff like this as disrespectful, or maybe as taunting, but I will try to use those terms instead of toxic, because I really want to try to mitigate that problem of toxic being an umbrella term for a lot of things that may actually not be toxic at all. I appreciate the input of survival mains on saying to me, he wasn't being toxic, you're just being overly sensitive, and maybe I was. I probably was being overly sensitive, but it's just, I guess it's a symptom of the toxicity in the community in general, which doesn't excuse it, but at least it's an explanation as to why I did. I honestly, I promise you, I am not doing it on purpose. I really wish I did not see certain things as toxic, because while I'm playing, it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel like, I have no idea. It's just, I don't want to be that way, but unfortunately I am. It's just a symptom of the whole thing. But I will I will try to be better, because I don't want. I want people to feel good after watching a video. I want people to feel entertained, to feel that I made the day a little bit better. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing my job as a content creator. But more importantly, I am not doing what I want to do. It makes me feel bad to know that you feel bad after watching a video. So I don't want it to happen. I will try to, calm down while I'm in a match. I will try to maybe assess all the possibilities. But if I honestly see something that I think the survivors did for the purpose of taunting me, of making me feel bad, I will express it, and I will probably put it in the title. So I hope you can understand what I mean, and I also hope you can understand that I will try to address these things in a better way. I promise from the bottom of my heart that I'm not trying to do any harm. I'm not trying to call out anybody even. I'm not trying to witch hunt them. It's just some things that I feel when I'm playing. And now, since that is out of the way, I don't think I'm missing anything. If I am, I'm probably gonna make another video or something. And if you have any comments, then I can 100% do another video of me addressing the comments that you have, because I want to hear you, and I want you to feel that you're being heard, because that's the least I can do for you. For giving me a platform to express myself, for allowing me to give me the chance to entertain you, to make you a little bit better. And I think that's the least I can do. And now let's go to the comments that I have been seeing that the people left me, and I want to address some of these things that are there. By the way, sorry this is such a long video, but I just think this had to be addressed. So thank you for listening all the way over here. And now let's go to the comments. Hi, I'm sorry, but the video is already too long, and I forgot that I cannot make horribly long videos, because otherwise my phone will not let me export the file. So we will leave it here for now, and next video about this topic is going to be me reading the comments and addressing some of the things that you have said, and you can also do that in the comments down below, and I will try to address them too. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate that you listen to me, and I want to listen to you too. So comment down below what you thought of it and any other opinions you may have. See you in the next one. Bye.